don't know if I need my specs. Can I just stand
Returning to the ranges, some of these Falklands veterans haven't shot a pistol for more than 20 years. They're comparing the weapon systems they had in 1982 to the ones available now.
The last time I fired a pistol, I left the Royal Marines in 1991. So you're talking, I don't know, 20-something years ago before I fired a pistol. But I just fired the SLR there. And some of the drills are pretty straightforward at the end of it. I think I can remember sort of removing the magazine, safety catch, cocking and that sort of stuff. I think, you know, lots of those things are inbred into you and you don't forget a lot of those.
Soldiers from the Support Weapons School in Warminster will be travelling to the Falkland Islands next week on a battlefields tour.
Now this range is not going to be like some of the ranges that you may remember from...
The veterans are here to share their experiences in the hope that lessons can be learned for the future British Army.
Though the lads are coming back with a lot of experience from Afghanistan and Iraq and current operations, some of the old basic skills have sort of been lost, the battle group tactics as such. And what we're trying to do is, again, is going back to that sort of start point of the experience of what we had in 1982. We're trying to reintegrate some of them lessons that have been learned over time, lost over time, put them back into the training programs. So we've got that development, and we don't sort of, in the future operations we go on, we don't have to relearn lessons that we had.
As well as the lessons learned, the veterans are also here to share their wartime experiences. This is so that when the soldiers are on battlefields tour, they've heard first-hand accounts from the men who were there in 1982.
I was watching a programme and the Argentinians had invaded the Falklands. I remember it because I was eating my lunch and thought they wouldn't ask me to go because I've just come back, been away for so long. But unfortunately, somebody knocked on my door, a policeman, and said, report back to your barracks as soon as possible. I finished my dinner and jumped in my car and drove to Plymouth. I was in Exeter, and where we had a warning order to say, yes, you are going to the Falklands, we don't know when or how are you going to get there.
I was at the start of my career. I was a young platoon commander in 6th Platoon B Company 2 Para, naive and wishing to go and engage the enemy in any war. We were young and enthusiastic, as everyone should be who commands a platoon. As Slim said, it's one of the 4 great commands in the world because you're young, you're enthusiastic, and if you're any good, you love the men better than their mothers and know them even more.
Those from the Support Weapons School will leave for the Falkland Islands next week and spend 10 days there. Hannah Gurney, Forces News in Warminster.